Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to talk about cyberstalking. Please read the article first, then after you hear my questions, pause the audio and speak out aloud your own answer. Please don't forget that this part, speaking out the answer you have constructed, is the most important part of this learning procedure for you. So question 1, please tell me what this article is about. Pause the audio. This article is an account by James Lasden of when he was persecuted by a female student online. She used various methods to attack him. Question 2. Please describe 2 of the accusations which the female student made against James. Pause the audio. First of all, she accused him of copying some of her writing and giving it or selling it to other people. In addition, she accused him of having a romantic affair with a female student. And lastly, she said that he had planned to rape her. Question 3. Tell me about James's religious beliefs. Pause the audio. James is a secular Jew. This means that although he is of the Jewish religion, he does not practice the religion. Question 4. In his article, he mentions that the girl played on his paranoia about anti-Semitism. Can you describe in your own words what this means? Please pause the audio. Anti-Semitism means a hatred of Jewish people. So I imagine what she did was say things about him which would make him feel afraid or less confident because he was a Jew. For example, she may have said things about the attitude of some of his students towards his Jewishness. Question 5. The article uses the expression misplaced desire. What do you think this means in your own words? Please pause the audio. I think it means that the student had a romantic interest in her teacher, but that this was both inappropriate and unwelcome from James. Question 6. It also uses the words desperate entreaty. What does this mean in your own words? This means to plead or beg someone to do something for you or give you something. It might, for example, be used by a child who desperately wants his or her mother to buy them some candy, and they plead repeatedly, "Mummy, please give me some money for candy." Question number 7. In his article, James says that nobody is a totally neutral participant. In your own words, what does he mean by this? Please pause the audio. Well, I guess what he means is he was not a totally innocent person in this play. There may have been things he did or ideas he believed in which in some way caused the actions and behavior of this girl. Question 8. In the article they say literature is the lens through which he, meaning James, could understand the world. In your own words, what does this mean? Please pause the audio. I think it means that in reading literature, which is a description and analysis of human behavior, we can understand people better. For example, if you read a famous novel, you are gaining the insight which that writer had about people. Question 9 and last question. It says in the article, if human behavior is reduced to a pathology, it becomes less interesting. This was something which James said. What do you think this means in your own words? Please pause the audio. Put simply, it means that if we can attribute the cause of someone's action to a disease, then it is both unnecessary to analyze it any further and indeed impossible to analyze it any further. For example, if a man says he has a direct communication with God, it may be interesting to analyze his behavior if you can find out his background and have some intelligent discussion with him. But if a doctor's investigation reveals he has some tumor in the brain, we will probably think this analysis a waste of time. Thank you, students. Hope you enjoyed this discussion. Goodbye.